What's up, guys? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. A lot has happened in the last few days, so today we'll be talking about what has been happening to XRP in the XRP community. If we head over to CoinMarketCap.com, we can see that XRP is at $1.21 and has been down by 5.38% over the last 24 hours. Clearly, we're facing a short consolidation period before we continue with the uptrend. Be sure to stock up on some more XRPs because this legendary coin might never be this affordable again. With that in mind, let's roll that beautiful intro and get into today's video. As always, welcome back to MoneySide, your favorite crypto news channel. If you are new here, welcome to the XRP fam. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates. Now back to today's video, we rev those engines up with this tweet from Crypto Law US. He tweeted a long thread that says, "Breaking, government watchdog group files lengthy FOIA request demanding access to internal SEC Gov documents and records targeting Jay Clayton, William Hinman, and Mark Berger over potential conflicts of interests on crypto while in office. We write today seeking information regarding the appearance of conflicts of interest by former high-level officials at the SEC relating to cryptocurrencies. It is in the public's interest that the government's emerging regulatory approach to cryptocurrencies is based on objective legal principles, without the appearance that conflicted SEC officials may be picking cryptocurrency winners and losers based on personal financial interests. The way in which these former SEC officials declared whether particular cryptocurrencies were securities and thus subject to SEC regulation raises public integrity concerns. Transparency from the SEC is the only way to ensure accountability to the public. In light of this, we are filing this FOIA request to seek the facts. Empower Us letter demands a wide range of records and communications from SEC Gov between Hinman, Clayton, Berger, and outside entities like Simpson Thacker. One River, Int. 8th Alliance. The FOIA letter also seeks records of any discussions between the target officials and SEC Office of Ethics Counsel about their potential employment, or, in Hinman's case, continued payments from Simpson Thacker during his SEC employment. Crypto Law. Empower Us cites Hinman's speech on Ethereum, Clayton's comments on Bitcoin, the lawsuit against Ripple, and the crash of XRP, and their lucrative employment immediately following the SEC Gov. Read the FOIA letter here, down pointing backhand index. As you can see, the SEC is about to be exposed to what's taking place. Everything is right before our eyes. Coming from Rule XRP, he says, XRP community, we will have regulatory clarity sooner than later. XRP Army, thank you for the information, John E. Deaton 1 and Crypto Law US. The previous criminals of the SEC Gov are getting what's coming to them. Even with everything that's happening, you must remember that everything was pre-planned ahead of time. You should all find time and read that document that Empower Oversight shared. Empower Oversight specializes in working with whistleblowers, and their own lawyer worked at the SEC before blowing the whistle on them for corruptly asking him to lay off a corrupt Wall Street firm. He was fired for not complying with his bosses and then sued the SEC under the Freedom of Information Act. Next, we have this tweet from Neatsbucks that says, the SEC is operating as if they are above the law and above giving an explanation to the public they serve. Today's FOIA request will prove what is obvious to all watching. The SEC is corruptly regulating crypto and it must stop. And that's the issue. The SEC Gov operates backwards. Instead of clarity, rules, and regulations, it just pursues lawsuits under the guise of that thing you've been doing for years and that we allowed you to do for years without telling you it was a no-no. Yeah, it was a no-no. Many people are coming into play to see what has been happening behind the scenes with the documents, especially the Ripple case. From John E. Deaton 1, I wrote this thread approximately 2 weeks after the SEC Gov Squared versus Ripple case was filed. I didn't know Clayton would go to One River. One River made a $1 billion bet on Bitcoin and Ethereum in October 2020. 2 months later, he had the case filed against XRP on his last day at the SEC. The tweet he had shared was Theory 2, Personal Gain. Jay Clayton, prior to the SEC, was a partner at Sullivan & Cromwell LLP as its head of corporate practice and finance. Clayton advised the largest firms in investment banking and had a long history of advising and working with Goldman Sachs. Congressman GT, today I sent a letter to SEC Gov and at CFTC with my colleague Patrick McHenry, urging the agencies to establish a joint working group on digital assets. This is an important step to ensure much-needed clarity in the industry for market participants. More people responded to the tweet, saying Gary Gensler and SEC Gov will completely ignore this, as they have completely ignored the tens of thousands of XRP holders that they are intentionally trying to hurt. They care nothing more than to treat crypto as a huge power grab, so they could just call everything a security. Learzite tweets, saying it is remarkable how bizarre this motion to seal by Brad G and Ripple seems at first glance. With each of these documents, the defenders asked to seal it for the SEC. It became even clearer now. Ripple has done the SEC a huge favor and will receive something big in return. Yes, you could say, but they agreed on that. But that's precisely the point. If they hadn't agreed on everything, Ripple would never file this motion to seal on its own, but the SEC would have filed the motion to seal their own confidential documents. Next, we have this tweet from @Ripple that says, while we continue accelerating our innovation in global payments, we're also developing better and more efficient means of tokenizing value so that all kinds of value, from NFTs to CBDCs and more, can easily be issued, used, exchanged, and moved. If we look at the article they shared, we can see that since Ripple's inception in 2012, our vision has been to enable the Internet of Value, a world where money moves as seamlessly as information in the realm of cross-border payments. We're accelerating that vision to meet the new shape and identity of global finance so that our customers can thrive in this new environment by taking advantage of a modern infrastructure that moves money like never before. Our unique solutions can eliminate pre-funding and free up working capital, so our partners across a global network can reach key corridors quickly and efficiently. Furthermore, RippleNet employs a single rulebook to govern global network members, which ensures transparency and minimizes inefficiencies, redundancies, and confusion. As a result, RippleNet members enjoy reduced operational overhead and simplified product deployment. Through RippleNet, our customers and their end users can reap the benefits of blockchain technology, making it faster and less expensive to move money across borders. And this drives greater competition in the United States and abroad, catalyzing even more efficiencies in the global financial system. We are proud to be the first bank in Asia to use Ripple's leading blockchain network solution to real-time power payments for our customers, whose families often depend on the availability of these funds for basic needs. Time is of the essence to them. Dr. Arak Sudivong, Chief Strategy Officer at Siam Commercial Bank. After nearly a decade of continuous, rigorous upgrades and improvements to our suite of products, we're one of the leading enterprises blockchain companies in the world, serving hundreds of customers across 55-plus countries. Today, banks and financial institutions can dramatically improve the speed, cost, and reliability of how people transact worldwide. Earlier this year, CNBC revealed the 2021 Disruptor 50 Companies list. We were honored to be included as a recipient of the prestigious nomination for Innovators in Tech for the second consecutive year. As an organization, we're incredibly proud to be a part of a group of innovative companies pushing the boundaries, challenging status quos, and setting new standards. Across several years, that has meant creating a streamlined global payment network that empowers financial institutions and consumers. And while we continue accelerating our innovation in global payments and building a global network, we're also driving breakthroughs in tokenization. That's because better and more efficient means of tokenizing value will enable all kinds of assets, from central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, to non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and more, to be quickly issued, used, exchanged, and moved across what we call the Internet of Value. We believe this is only the beginning for NFTs and for the broader category of tokens on the blockchain. To further empower entrepreneurs looking to utilize NFTs, we partnered with Mintable, an NFT marketplace that allows users to seamlessly create, buy, and sell digital items using fiat or cryptocurrency. With its native decentralized exchange, the DEX, low transaction fees, fast transaction times, and carbon-neutral footprint, the XRP Ledger XRP-L is ideally suited to deliver a seamless experience for NFTs. Together with Mintable, we believe NFTs will enable new business models for creators and offer new and better experiences for consumers. Accelerating the growth of this creator economy starts with an infrastructure that removes barriers to entry, such as high gas fees and environmental costs of creating NFTs, faced by many today. Monica Long, GM, Ripple X. With that in mind, let's take a quick look at the technicals. XRP is confirming the monthly support area around 55 cents. This zone is a confluence of two EMAs and the previous resistance zone. If this month of August closes a green candle, I think the chances to retest the recent high increases, and a potential test of the all-time high once the current resistance is broken. Congrats to the long-term traders who bought at around 20 cents. Keep holding because the trend is still intact. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below and let's have a conversation. Thank you as always for watching. Remember to like this video and to click on the subscribe button below. Turn on notifications, that way you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.